So let's look on different ways we can create leaves inside the Plan Factory, and we're using currently the Plan Factory Producer version. This is may work for all other early editions with maybe some limitations, but it should work with without any modifications on most of this. Okay, we look on different type of how we can creating leaves, and we can use them by using billboards, parabolic, we can use it branch plates and alpha maps and many different just flighting. So it's multiple ways, and we'll look see which one is better work for you. So we'll start with using just blades right now, and you can see right here we have it our segment. If you're going inside the segment properties, you notice you have the options at the blades. Let's expand and check. Right here you notice we'll have it extended blades from both sides. You can control a version of the blades in a number. Currently is just one blade, and because it's set symmetrical, it will going from both sides. You can always check single or full width. With full width it will look almost as symmetrical, except start pointing will be on your top left button and going to expand this way. So if you apply it, or symmetrical, it will go from both ends. We'll look in a second on those differences. So you'll notice in the blades, let's go back to the symmetrical. And when creating leaves, one thing what I want to do is removing this middle portion. We'll work with the radius, and currently set in here, so I'll switch to user define, and we can switch to the 0, so total remove right now. In some cases you maybe want keep it a little bit stem kind of looking. On this case you maybe want have it a very teeny tiny options going inside it, so that will keep it as well. Till we're doing this, we can go in a section. Okay, let me add one more right here, and you can kind of shrink a little bit down. And if we look closer, you'll notice right here this end we're kind of shrinking. Okay, so we have it our blades, we have it options, start and end, it's way beginning. So in this case, if we're creating leaf, we can bring a little bit up, so we have it the leaf portion right here, and next we can go and just leave it on top for this case. You can see it's already start getting some shapes remotely resemble leaf. Okay, our spread, it's more affecting if we have it more than one blade. So for example, if we have it 20 blades that going around, we can use it spread to control the distribution. So in our case currently because we're using just only one blade, we don't need to use this spread in this case. Okay, width. Okay, you can see we can control all width. However, I do recommend for controlling, you can use the after size. It does help you when you connect to other branches to control a little bit better ratio of the width to the parent is connecting. So as well, currently on a width we can go inside and just modify a couple options here. There you go, we can control a little bit of the width based on ours. Because you notice right here, this is our bottom of the leaf, and if we're going closer, that is a kind of top of the leaf. Again, this is very rough shape, and you can achieve very nice rounding kind of shape right here. Again, you still have a little bit this rough look. I do prefer use it alpha map materials for this to give final shape right on the edge, because even we're using the smooth curves, you notice right here we still have this little bit angular look. Okay, let me go just back to 1 at this point. We also have a filter for the parents, but right now we're just testing only one. We will build segment and maybe put on the side, see how it's working in a second. Okay, we'll have it from axis. This is work when we start connecting. Currently it will be from the surface. You know, in this case, let's do this way. I think we're ready. So we'll just go connect segment here. And we'll just reconnect on the sides so we can preview them. You can see right here we kind of pre-build them. Of course, the length is changed because it is related to the parent. Okay, we can go back and maybe set a little bit shorter length on this. Okay, let's go back to the blades. We said after size from axis or from surfaces based on the location. This is a section property for us, and we'll work on this profile for the blade shape. So let's go ahead, add it. We'll just put one on the middle and modify it. So you'll notice right here how it's add right on the edges, kind of creating interesting shape for us. Right here, probably the best seeing. Okay, so we have it our middle, and because we are in symmetrical, it will both going same. So if we do same thing, switch to full width, you'll notice it will apply to full width on the middle, not on the sides as a 2. And of course, if we're going to single, it will go just on a one single side. So let's go back to symmetrical. So you notice it's applied to 2 sides. Okay, and in some cases, think about this. Even we still have it connection top, but when we drop down, it's drop center, so we can bring a little bit up. Okay, let's see if we can bring just small curve right here, this top leaf. Okay, if I want going a little bit bend down, so we'll do opposite way. So you can see we kind of applied already shape for the leaves, and it may work better for the banana leaves, or if we have it some longer going around. Let's click OK on this one. Section height, it's overall height from the middle point to this. So if we're going to 0, it will be flattened, and of course if we're going to 2, it will be more kind of going around with our connection. So let's go back to 1. Okay, let's check our profile. Okay, and profile help us to control these endpoints. For example, right here doesn't look very good, so I'm going to adjust a little bit on the ends with profile, a bit flattened there, and front as well. So I'm going just right here, and maybe just a little bit adjusting, not that much. Just creating a nice curve right here. Okay, we always need to watch for some artifacts that may create it, like right here. I think this is because we have it a little bit too deep, so let's decrease this to remove a little bit smoother, but we have nice leaves going around here. Tropism for our leaves, it's help creating bending effect. So if we pop up, we can create a nice bending effect, tropism, and that is also affect the far we're going. So if we're going and set maybe 15, so we have a nice option applied. Let's edit filter for this, and we'll just apply bigger tropism on the end and a little bit more stronger right here in the beginning. Okay, the tropism will apply the force. The longer it is, the more curved it is. However, it's applied for several related options to this. It's related to the angle, depend on what angle, how you locate it, and angle for this one will depend on our segment options. Right here we have it, our orientation angle. So if we change this angle, you can see tropism will change. Okay, can increase even at same level, so you're going. And one thing to notice, if you're going 90%, tropism will be gone. So if you're even going to 89, start appearing more and more because of if effect going, and the more you apply, the more the tropism you have it here. So let's go back to maybe 40% on an angle on our leaves. Okay, let's still over here, let's do on a coil, maybe set 45%. You can see we can create steps very easy this way, and maybe 55, and we'll set plus minus 15. We can modify this a little bit later. Okay, let's look from here, take our sun position. So in this case, you can see we kind of already have it, some leaves maybe resemble a corn plant or other things. Okay, just overall, again, emphasize this angle. It will affect also tropism that you're using right in here. So 90, it's when applied anything. Okay, we have it. Leaves going. Let's go back to the plate. We applied profile. And again, if you have questions, you can go only look over with cutoff, what is options, as well any options with underline. You can click and connect some published parameters. Some other parameters, they may have it there just only one or more other options. Okay, we have it mentioning which is cutoff influence for our branch, and follow axis. This is kind of follow, when it's checked, follow the axis shape, or if you uncheck it, follow the main axis. In some cases, you can see when we have it in segment. And for example, if you have modifications on influence, you can see some plans how they will affect if they follow profile or they follow a little bit differently. So it's just overall effect that may apply based for the branch shape or axis, how it will go. Okay, so we created the one way, it's rough shape what we did it. Of course, we need to go inside the materials, and for best effect we can use it map picture. So let's go ahead and open some. Okay, so in this case I'm going, and let me find, we can probably just use the green leaf for this. Okay, let's click OK. And of course, next what I want to do is apply some transparency. So let's go to edit function. We have alpha right there. I'm going to add another projected. Okay, and we'll go to preloaded. Okay, alpha here. Let's click OK. And connect this to the alpha. Okay, as well till we're here, let's go to invert. I'm just looking, so applied. And let's click OK. Okay, let's go ahead and preview very fast, so see where we have it. And of course the material I need to apply it to the blades as well. Okay, for this I
actually go copy blades, paste material. Okay, you notice alpha map already applied, so this one probably I'll just go to reset for now. So we'll just have a strong steam just going through as example. On this case, when you applied material, you can see because we cut edges with alpha, we will maybe want to make them wider. So let's go to our blades width, and we can kind of increase width in this case. Okay, let's preview one more time. Okay, right here you can see we applied already material to this, which of course this is very rough, just example, but with alpha you can see we're creating leaves with blades. How I said before, all these numbers, they can be connected and driven by function. This is just overview of the creating leaves by using blades. So thank you for watching this part of the tutorial. In our next we'll use billboard and other options.